Well, the Organization of African First Ladies Against HIV and AIDS is trying to draw attention to the plight faced by adolescent girls around the world. TVC's Detola Ademola reports that the women also attempted to give suggestions on how to solve the problems.
Wives of African presidents are worried about the growing cases of HIV/AIDS amongst adolescent girls. Supported by the United Nations and UNESCO, the First Ladies met to deliberate on how to improve adolescent sexual reproductive health and rights.
Counseling and guidance in the family as well as in the school become essential in securing their happiness and ensuring their well-being, including the area of sexual and reproductive health. In doing so, we must ensure that girls are brought up on sound understanding and appreciation of good values that underpin all behaviors and their inherited cultures and customs that shape their lives.
School teachers also can provide proper balance for children. We also need to strengthen the competencies of adolescents in that regard and make them aware of SRH issues.
According to the United Nations Population Fund, many adolescent girls often face the risk of unwanted sex and marriages, which often leads to unsafe abortions, unwanted pregnancies, and sexually transmitted diseases.
And I would like to express my deep gratitude first and foremost to the First Ladies, because your voice is powerful. Your voice is a voice that supports these girls. Your voice is a voice that will convince political decision makers in the region, the civil society, and everybody who in Africa would want to see the implementation of the Africa Rights Agenda 2063.
With UNESCO noting the huge role they play in the health of young adolescents, the First Ladies highlighted their achievements so far.
In Nigeria, under the leadership of my husband, I launched a program called Future Assured exactly a year ago. My focus is being on improving the sexual and reproductive health of adolescent girls through continuous advocating for the education of the girl child.
The approval of the National Strategy for the Prevention and Combating Early Marriage, manifold assistance to children and their households in vulnerable situations. We also promote the social practice changes that favors the early marriage of children on both genders, with attention to girls.
Adolescent girls and boys make up at least 1.8 billion of the world's population. Therefore, the First Ladies want the UN Agenda 2030 to give their needs paramount concern. Detola Ademola, TVC News, New York.